Hey guys, we are on a semi-new property. I've been in the front of this property but haven't come to the back part of it yet. Check this out. Can you see way down there? Big old cliff right here. That is the mighty Potomac down there. Got a big old fall down there. We don't want to fall down there, but we do want to detect right around here for see if we can find any artillery shells or parts of ones, because there was a big old battle for a couple days here with lots of artillery happening. But we're gonna see if we can find something, and hopefully something good. Stay tuned. Well, isn't that funny? The last target I dug last time I went detecting was a pocket knife, and my first one today is a pocket knife. I think there's something deeper in this hole, but that's pretty cool. First find. Got a choo-choo train over there. Just rolling through this area. I'll show you. Haven't dug it yet. Good signal right there. Gotta be careful though. That fall is a doozy. Yep. Let's see what this is. Hoping that's a bullet. Kind of sounds like a bullet. What is that? Quiet, you. I said quiet. Looky there. That is a genuine Civil War bullet. Let me get my spectacles on, see what that is. That is a cleaner, a Williams cleaner. You can see a little recess in here. I think that's a dropped Williams. I forget which type is what. I think type 2, I think. Is that style? Cool. Second hole. Got us a Civil War bullet. Awesome. Alright, got another good signal, but it's right on this chasm cliff. I don't know if you can see that. That's at least. It's hard to tell depth on the camera on the GoPro, but it's about 20 feet down to the first fall area and further after that. It's right here. There's a lot of leaves covering my foothold, but it's right in there. We're just gonna see if we can go after it with a pinpointer. Let me put you down so I can get a better hand purchase. Well, oddly enough, I think it's just the cap to a salt shaker, maybe? I don't know. Got little holes on top like a salt shaker. Why it would be on the edge of this bluff, I have no idea. Maybe someone was sitting here on this rock having a picnic. It's possible. Let's keep looking. Got an iffy iron signal here, but it's just part of a spoon. An iron spoon. I was hoping for a little piece of artillery frag, but they're out here. We'll find one at least. Yep, got another really good signal right here. Can't believe some of the signals that other detectors have left behind around here. But it is a big old cliff right there. I ain't scared. Let's find out what it is. Gotta make sure my machine doesn't go toppling down this hill. Gotta place it over here strategically. Alright, let's find it. Get out of my way, plant. Okay, it's out of the hole. Might be 2 signals in there. Maybe 2 bullets. Let's see. That would be awesome. Let's see if we can see anything. Oh, that's a fired one. A chunk of lead. Oh, that's part of a, that's another part of a sabot. Cool. A lead sabot on an artillery shell. I'll take that. Sweet. Let's see if there's anything else in there. I heard, maybe it was just the shape of it. Sounded like a couple. Let's see what main detector says. That was too close. Nope, that was it. Well, to me, that's just as good as a bullet. Anytime I find pieces of artillery. That is awesome. Okay, let's keep looking. Got another really good one right on the edge of this cliff. Great numbers. It's nice and sharp. I think that's going to be a bullet. Let's find out. Alrighty. It's right there. Let's see what it is. Ugh. This is kind of precarious. I'm trying to hold you and dig this even with one hand because I'm kind of at an angle here, right on the edge of a cliff. Plant my foot on a tree. And one of my lenses in my glasses just fell out, so I'm now all wobbly-eyed, looking eye, trying to find out what this is. Let's see here. You know what? I think that's junk. Yeah. It's just a lid to something. Darn, you sounded so good. Crumbling in my hand too. It's an old lid, but just a lid, or part of a compact or something. I don't know. It's right by the cliff. On to the next. Pretty precarious. Well, I had an iffy signal around some iron, but I was able to pinpoint it. It is a little 4-hole probable underwear button. Maybe off a soldier. Hard to tell. Cool, we'll take it. Got another decent signal in this hole, and I think I see it. Do you see it? Where's that round thing? Is it? It is. That's a musket ball. Cool. We got a musket ball. Excellent. Let's find some more. Well, you can imagine what this big old piece of copper sounded like. Looks like a giant dandy button to end all dandies, but I don't know what that is. Just a piece of copper or brass. I'll clean that up later, see if it's got anything on it. Well, isn't that crazy? Last time I was in this area, I found a little toy World War I cavalry soldier, lead or so. Check out what I just found. Found a little Indian. He's also metal of some sort. Sounded lower than lead, maybe pewter. Isn't he neat? That's a cool find. We're having a good day. Got a nice squealer in this crevice of this rock formation right here. Oh yeah, that sounds great. Either a bullet or maybe silver. What are my numbers? Alright, let's check it out. Gotta be careful with this one. In the rock crevices here, it's probably pretty shallow. Let me get out my little secondary digger. Let's see if we can pinpoint it yet. Nope, it's down in the crevice. So let's dig up some of this loose soil here. Let's see See if we can pinpoint it. Okay, let's see what we got. Still down in there. Really interesting. Hold on. Let me put you away for a second. No, it's just this brass piece, whatever this is. Doesn't look familiar. Could be part of a sword throat. I don't know. I doubt it. Too many holes. I don't recognize that as such. Yeah, we'll get it cleaned up later. See if it can lend any other identification to itself. Explain yourself, young man. What are you? Well, that's pretty cool. I think that is part, yeah, it is part of a Conestoga bell. Wow, it's really nice metal. Definitely old. Man, it's in great shape. Wish it was the whole thing. I'll take a piece of a bell. Haven't found one in a while, especially a Conestoga. I don't think I ever found one in that good a shape with that metal that nice. Neat. All right, on to the next. Got another nice squealer by this tree. Let's see what it is. Okay, so it's out of the hole. Let's see where. What are you? I feel some weight in my hand. Maybe another, yep. Another musket ball. Cool. I haven't found that many musket balls in a long time. Sweet. Back to back to back. Let's find more. Got a good signal here. I think it's out of the hole. I think it's in that clod. Let's see. No, maybe not. Thought it was in one of these clods. Where are you? Well, maybe I didn't dig in the hole far enough. Let's try again. Yeah, it's out of the hole. Where are you? Oh, come on now. I know I got it out of the hole. It wasn't that far off. Hold on. What am I hearing? Someone on a boat, kayak out there. Anyway, it's a piece of melted lead in that hole. Not melted, but fired lead. Part of a bullet or musket ball. There's definitely some battling going on over in this area, so not surprising. All right, we're gonna have us a little break. Gonna eat some beef jerky, get some water. Sitting on this rock overlooking a huge precipice. I don't know if you can see down all the way down there, but that's a good 80 to 100 feet down at the bottom. Got us a nice view of the river. That's the Potomac. Just had another train come through, so probably won't see a train across that for another 5 minutes. All right, gonna have a snacky and get back to it. Oh, just thought another horsefly was on me. It was a leaf. No biggie. Nice day. Don't try this at home, kids. Nice drop down there. Check out that rock. Trying to detect right over in the edge over here. Got my shovel stuck in the ground for foot purchase, or else I could go tumbling down. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. Well, be careful. Well, isn't that sad and sweet? It says Toto, my buddy. I don't know if that's a cat or a dog. Maybe a rabbit. Maybe a ferret. Maybe a goldfish. Most likely a dog or a cat. Oh, we won't dig there, of course. I got this low tone, and I'm not sure what that is. Look like one half of a cuff link, but there's no chain there. Looks like it was attached to something. Can't tell if it has anything on there or not. The glasses, my reading glasses, both of the lenses fell out, sitting in my pouch. So I'm gonna have to check that out when I get back to the truck. It's a low tone. I don't know, but it feels like copper or brass. Don't know. Got a good tone here. Let's see what it is. That is just a top to like an old tube of medicine. Yep, just the top assembly. Got a good squealer here. Let's see what that is. I bet you it's another musket ball. Let's see. Nope, some type of little chain thing, brass chain thing. Don't know what that is. Never dug anything like that. Looks like something old. Not a bullet. Got something good in here. It's in this clod. Let's see what it is together. Let's see if I can break it open with one hand. Lots of roots. Oh, it fell out. Do you see it? I do not see it. Sure, yep. Should be a bullet or musket ball, the way it sounds. I don't see it. Oh, let's get the pin pointer. Where did you go? Hey, look, it's a bullet. That's a nice bullet. What is it? I think that's a Sharps. Can't tell. Dirt's too encrusted on it. But it's a bullet. Yay! Now it looks like we have our first coin. I have no idea what this is though. My eyeballs are gone. I'll have to check it out in a little bit. I think it's a nickel. It's a low tone because I thought it was a shotgun shell. Probably an old nickel of some sort. We'll find out in a little bit. That's an interesting piece of iron. It's tapered like a blade. It's some kind of chopping blade. It's got a little hook in the end though. It's probably just to hang it up. So it's probably a hand forged piece. It's pretty heavy. It's still in good shape. Pretty neat. Got another good squealer here. Let's see where it is. Well, alright. Somewhere in there. Where are you? Oh, I feel it. I feel weight. Yep, another musket ball. Excellent. Nice. That's 4 today. Something swarming my head. Better get off me, bug. I will kill you. Looky, guys. It's another musket ball. That is cool. I think that's 5 today. Sweet. Mosquitoes are killing me though. I think my bug spray wore off. I'm about done for the day. We'll detect our way out and see if we find anything on the way. But I am getting tore up, so not much longer. Okay, we are done for the day. I could have gone a little bit longer, but the mosquitoes were destroying me. I mean, they were bad. Yeah, so got about 5 hours in. Got some good stuff. Did pretty well today. So let me show you what we got. I cleaned up a lot of it for you so we could see it better. So we got all kinds of goodies here. That first find was a pocket knife. It's a little beat up, but that's what it is. Don't know what that is. Still don't. After cleaning it up, it looks like old brass of some sort. That's another old brass piece. You can just kind of tell after you dig enough that they're pretty darn old. They just get that look to them. And I got some fired lead. I think that was probably a musket ball before it hit something hard. I thought this was part of a flashlight, but you can see it's got some really decorative accents on it after I cleaned it up. So I'm not sure. Victorian flashlight? No, I'm not sure. Big piece of iron with indentations and stuff on it. Don't know what that is. Got that cool chopping blade. Whatever that is. I'll probably clean up well. It's still in really good shape. Don't know how old it is. Looks hand forged because of that little hook on the end, or maybe they just manipulated it and bent it up. Don't know. Little iron spoon piece. Another piece of heavy iron of some sort. Lots of trash always. Got our prerequisite shotgun shells as always. I gotta clean that up. I'm not sure what that is. I thought that was a shotgun shell, but I gotta clean that up better and see what that is. Actually, let me do that now. Hold on. Alright, it got a little more interesting after I cleaned it. I don't think that's a button part. I don't know what that is, but it's got letters on it. B and H, but it looks like it has silver plating on it. Not sure if I did that damage or not. Hope not. Because I did damage something else today, even though I was trying to be really careful. Alright, let's check out our better things. This might be... It looks melted though. I was thinking that might be a piece of artillery sabot or the fuse socket part, but that's kind of lead. It's probably not. Our little salt shaker top we first found. It's even got a little adjuster on there, so you can adjust how much salt you get. Don't know how old that is. Probably at least 80 to 100 years, maybe. What all we got here? The copper disc part. It almost seems like it's silver plated too, or something. It's a different coating on the back. Nothing on the front though. I don't know what that is. Little chain part. Don't know what that is. That little squeeze tube thing's got some letters on it. I'll have to look that up. See what era that's from. It says Daggett. It says New York. And it says Ramsdell. Not sure. Got a heavy washer. Thought that was a large cent when I was digging it, darn it. We got our piece of lead sabot off of a piece of artillery. I was hoping to find bigger chunks of artillery out there, but I didn't hear any in the iron I was hearing. I should probably just dig all the iron out there. Got a weird piece of bent lead. Don't know what that is. This Conestoga bell, man, I wish that was complete, because that is that white brass or whatever that is. I think it's white brass. Just cleaned up so awesome. I've never had a Conestoga come out of the ground that nice. Got a piece of one. So nice. Oh, that coin turned out to be, I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna wait till it dries a little bit to rub the rest. trying not to take all the patina off there, but it is a V nickel. I can see the V back there. Looks like you probably can a little bit in the camera. Not sure if we can pull a date off there or not. Let's see. Maybe. Can't tell. Anyway, this little thing, I don't know, what is this? As I cleaned it, it's gold plated. It's got some lettering on it. It's probably so, but the way the lettering is, I don't think it's all that old. It says the Classy on it, and it says one piece. Definitely gold plated. Doesn't have anything on the front here. Is that a type of cufflink? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Kind of neat. Anything gold plated is cool. So we got some musket balls. I think these are fired ones. The tannins are really tough on these patinas. I had to really scrub all the stuff to get it decent. I think these two are unfired. That one's a really weird mold. Look at look how offset that is. That's definitely a field-made piece. There's a lot of right where I was digging all this stuff is where 30,000 Confederates retreated from Antietam. So that's most likely all Confederate. However, the Williams cleaner, unless they were using some confiscated Union stuff, that's a Union bullet. Somehow, man, I was even trying to be really careful, I guess, on my initial gentle dig in that hole, because you saw I was digging that with my fingers. But that first shovelful, I guess, got that. Darn it. Because that is a perfect dropped cleaner. Still even has some of the zinc material down there, which I've never found one with that. If you can see in there, that's pretty cool. The button has all kinds of writing on it. Baltimore and JP, looks like STP. Estidano, maybe? Can't tell. And then on the back it's got a maybe H&G and Phil in New York. Let's see if I can determine what era that's from. And last but not least, oh no, well, I'll show you this first. This is a very strange Civil War bullet. I've never dug one like this. I can't tell if it's fired or not. It really doesn't look like it. Except maybe a few little markings there. It's got a little flared base to it, solid on the bottom. I don't think I've ever dug one like that. It's about 54 caliber. I'm gonna have to look in my bullet book, see if I can find out what that is. It's interesting. Always neat to find something new. And then we got our awesome little Indian. He's still got some paint on him. I'm guessing he's pewter. That's so weird that I found a little toy I can't say it again this week. World War I cavalry guy last week. And this week I find an Indian. That's so cool. So that does it for me this week. If you liked what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. It really helps me to get this channel going. And we'll see you next time. Take care.